Welcome to your weekly update, bringing you a catered selection of games you can claim for free this week on Epic and Steam. This week we start on Epic with Dying Light Enhanced Edition. With over 50 awards and nominations, it's hard not to have heard of this mythic action open world RPG game from 2016, set in a post-apocalyptic world ruled by zombies. The Enhanced Edition provides access to the main game, as well as an expansion with the buggy, your new ride, an additional game mode, 2 extra quarantine zones, and 2 bundles. Also on Epic comes Shapez, a puzzle game from 2020. Shapez is all about automation and process creation. You have to build factories for the automated production of geometric shapes. As the level increases, the shapes become more and more complex, and you have to spread out on the infinite map. And as if that wasn't enough, you also have to produce exponentially more to satisfy the demands. The only thing that helps is scaling. On Steam, remember to try The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, a casual visual novel game from 2023, where you will have guessed it, Sonic has been murdered and you need to investigate to find the culprit. Although it's clearly an April Fool's joke, the game has Among Us vibes and is really funny. On Steam, play POOSTALL Royale, another April Fool 2023 game where, well, it's difficult to know what's going on. Just shoot at the NPCs walking towards you. Full disclosure, they might be yelling weird stuff that might have been recorded on cheap USB microphones in the developer's bathroom. In doubt, just shoot at stuff. On Steam, you can play Eggsplorer, a casual 3D platformer game from 2023 in which you control an egg-shaped player across 4 unique levels. The story starts in a mysterious temple. Your goal is to manipulate the egg to capture 4 unique stages, obtain the owl statue, and open the gate leading to the back of the temple. Each stage is cleared in about 15 minutes, so you'll be done quite quickly. Also on Steam comes Barrett Prologue, a horror simulation game from 2023. Play as Inspector Barrett Foster in this exciting and immersive enigma game that mixes mystery and suspense at the same time. The graphics are absolutely amazing, which makes it slightly more challenging than old-school tunneled investigation games. On Steam comes another horror RPG game, Dirty Room, published in 2023. In this FPS adventure game, you play as Detective C, who has just arrived at an orphan's home and is trying to figure out what is going on. The trailer might have tipped you off. Expect gore and violence. On Steam, you can now play Scavengers, a 3D adventure exploration game from 2023. While searching for an exit in an old cave mine, the scrapper Kiro meets a small broken robot who asks for his help to get to the exit of the mine. During this adventure, however, he discovers far more than he could ever imagine. Also, little Kiro is really adorbs. On Steam, you can play Bullet Runner The First Slaughter, a twin-stick shooter that feels like a mix between The Binding of Isaac and Broforce. The game includes a 4-hour single-player campaign and an arena mode with endless waves of hordes. This game is the prelude to the full game launching in October 2023, so remember to add it to your wishlist if you enjoy this starter. So, you love PvE roguelike, but you're annoyed game designers spend too much time designing complex graphics for their characters? Introducing Kill Your Shapes, a third-person shooter roguelike set in a world where reality and creation has been simplified down to shapes. Kill the enemy shapes and get new items and abilities. Also on Steam calls Landfall Archives, a game from 2023, grouping 23 unreleased game projects. To put it simply, in this game, you get to break into the Landfall archives to steal and play previously unreleased games, demos, interactive slideshows, and even an unreleased version of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator from 2017. It's funny and includes a vast variety of genres, so worth having a look. On Steam, you can play Disfigure, a top-down shooter roguelike in which you find countless grotesque creatures shrouded in darkness. Switch between circle and cone vision. One allows you to see all around, but not far, whilst the latter allows you to see far, but in one direction. Disfigure Prologue is a short introduction to the full game Disfigure, available later this year. That's it for this week. I hope you like this roundup. Remember to hit the subscribe button to get your weekly updates, and I'll see you next week.